Hello, beautiful divine one. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for coming to co-create here with me, with us here today. You have chosen you. When you follow your intuition, when you follow through with what you feel called to, sometimes it doesn't make sense, sometimes you're not sure why, sometimes it makes zero sense, like sometimes it goes against all the sense that you have in your head. And I feel like at this time when this video finds you, that you are being called to go against the grain, to embody the black sheep label, right? Because it is a label and it is a sort of concept, but embrace the black sheep that you always knew that you are. This is what's coming through for you. I'm feeling that many of you were probably given that label, and it was just because you were different. Even when you were trying to be the same as everybody else, you were different, and they felt it, sensed it, knew it, didn't understand it. Triple one, as this is coming through, did not understand it, and this label came into existence for whatever reason. So this is, I feel, something that you have. It's not new to you, it's something that you experienced, and it's like, Source is kind of going, we told you were different, we told you were special, we told you were the black sheep, we told you weren't like anybody else, and at the time of hearing it, you chose to think it was a bad thing, and now that you know, now it's something that you can play with, now it's something that you can embrace, your quirkiness, your uniqueness, your wacky side, because it is all really about having fun. And when you are truly tapped into you, everything is a little bit wacky sometimes. There is an element of play to everything in some kind of way. But it is something that is sort of felt, there is a freedom that is felt in the play. There are no words. There are no words for what they're showing me and what I have experienced in my, or what I experience sometimes when I allow myself to experience that freedom. And this is really what they're bringing up, is we have access to everything. We just have to choose now to tap into it, knowing that it is already there, knowing that we already have the answers that we seek. Okay, friends, if this message resonates with you, my name is Angela. I channel Source Consciousness daily through for you guys. I am aware that there may be sound issues. I apologize for that. I have ordered a new microphone and that should be arriving in a few days. That being said, from my end, I've checked it across multiple devices, from my phone, my laptop. From my end, the playback sounds okay. So I've asked a few other actual friends to just listen to it and give me some feedback, because I'm not sure what's going on. I'm really not sure what's going on. From my end, it all sounds fine. But anyway, that being said, the new mic is on the way, and hopefully that'll all be sorted out in a few days. Okay, I'm hoping that this video is a little bit better. I've put everything closer, and hopefully it will be a little bit, I want to say require less intense listening. Although at 4-4, what suddenly came through is maybe that's what you're being called to do, is to listen intensely. I know you can have something on really loud and be listening, but not really be listening. And sometimes when something is just that little bit too soft, that where you can hear it, but you have to really pay attention, you pay attention. I'm not sure why that came through, friends, but if you're not new to my channel, you know that I just allow whatever to come through from the moment I hit record, because that is how, or where, the magic happens. I've found. Okay, so if this calls to you, and really check in with yourself for a moment, breathe in and ask yourself, is this for me? And if it is for you, if it calls to you, then give it your attention, your awareness, your focus, your energy, because that is where the magic is, friends. This is true for us all. there is no escaping it, because it's actually not something we want to escape. Okay, so if this calls to you, then ground yourself in this now with your breath, breathing in fully to capacity. Before pausing for a moment or two at your heart space, acknowledging the source of you, the light of you, the truth of you, before fully surrendering on your exhale. Breathing in, anchoring yourself in the now, softening to surrender on each exhale. Okay, friends, very, very interesting energy. This card jumped out. Something really, really wants to make itself known to you. It is the 9 of charisma, the 9 of Pentacles, with the energy of the 6 of wisdom. The 7 of wisdom, the 7 of cups. I find this really interesting. I mean, I use this deck a lot, and I read intuitively a lot with the knowledge of tarot, as I'm sure those of you that are not new know that. I've never once looked at this card and felt the energy of indecision. It's always been, I want to say, an energy of waiting, of patiently waiting, or of knowing that you have to wait, whether it's patiently or impatiently, but that there is an incubation period. So before this beautiful thing will be ripe for the plucking, or perfect for taking, or perfect for experiencing, or whatever, an incubation period. And I'm feeling that there is some indecision here in this energy. So we'll see what comes out more. I just want to quickly speak about this for you, this card that really wants to be spoken about. This thing that is, okay, I'm hearing poking out, kind of like a thorn in the side, something that is very, very annoying, not necessarily troublesome or dangerous, but something that is really not for you. And it's there is fear. I'm just hearing like fear in maybe having it removed, or because of what comes next. Okay, fear of having it removed because of what comes next. So fear of doing something because of once this thing is done, or once this thing is said, or once this thing is created, or once this thing is released into the world, whatever it is for you, friends. I don't know. It'll be different for all of you. But whenever this thing is done, completed, ready, or this decision has been made, it then kind of like requires a follow-up decision, a follow-up stronghold, like a hold in the pose, but like I'm really hearing the word stronghold, and I'm feeling like standing firm in something. And it is all because of what is occurring here with this 9 of Pentacles, this necessary next step for you. It is a necessary next step. It's what I'm hearing. Maybe it's quitting your job. Maybe it's ending a relationship. Maybe it's starting a relationship. Maybe it's, opening up your heart to something new. I don't know what it is for you, friends, but the time for you to embark on this particular journey, whatever it may be, is now. And I'm just really being called to all I'm going to say beings. And I say beings and all of this at 9-1. I'm hearing this end. It's the ending and the beginning are happening simultaneously, 9-1-1, which is usually the case. But this beginning is going to be different from anything you've ever known, ever experienced before. I'm hearing, sensing, feeling, getting chills. And what I'm feeling and sort of seeing in my mind's eye is somebody taking the step into their sovereignty, even if it is it's kind of like true sovereignty that I'm seeing. There's a little bit of, not loneliness, because I don't pick up the energy of loneliness, but what I do pick up on is like necessary solitude, but it's not quite solitude. It's just doing things from a sovereign place, which I feel that for some of you, you've never done before. And something is going to occur where you are now ready to step into your sovereignty, and take this next necessary step. For some of you, it may quite literally be moving, because that has been coming through for this collective quite a lot. But that may not be the case for all of you. Maybe you're moving jobs. Maybe it's moving houses. Maybe it's just choosing to do things a different way that leads you in a different direction, but you're still staying where you are. You're just experiencing things in a different direction, or I'm not sure. But I'm emphasis on the direction. I'm getting ringing and chills and being called to the steering wheel there. So it's like you really get to guide this boat, this ship, this new adventure that you are about to embark on. For some of you, maybe you have already embarked on it. I'm going to see now with the rest of the cards, but the energy I'm feeling here is exceptionally positive. Like I said, I've never before with this deck felt the choosing, and the choosing of the Seven of Cups. I've always just felt that the knowing, this waiting. What I'm seeing here and what they're telling me at this time is it's because it's a bit of both. It's actually because it's a bit of both. It's because there is some decision, and it's kind of like decision with the direction that you allow this boat, which is essentially you, to go. And it's not so much about the destination, friends, the direction and everything. It's about the energy and the frequency that you stay in and remain in and choose to play in, because you're being called to climb on this boat, not know where you're going, not know how things are going to work out, not know anything at all, and have an absolutely amazing time not worrying about any of it at all. This is what I'm hearing for you, friends. Okay, let's see what else is here. We've got a couple of cards, more than a couple, that came out here. The Four of Wisdom, the Four of Cups, the Five of Intelligence, the Five of Swords. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, the Three of Charisma. I'm feeling big community with this Three of Charisma. I'm also feeling, oh, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. The Ace of Wisdom, the Ace of Cups, and the World. So it really is. This is so beautiful. I don't know if you hear the background noise. It's Frankie scratching around the corner there. It can be quite loud. What I'm hearing with this, hearing and feeling with this Three of Charisma, Three of Pentacles, is almost like a song. I'm almost hearing like a little tune, kind of like the Pied Piper. I'm hearing that when you are playing, when you are trusting, 1, 2, 3, as this is coming through, when you're playing, trusting, creating, enjoying your bliss. I'm getting huge chills on that. Enjoying your bliss, like you're really getting out of the mind space, being present, and truly enjoying the creation process. I'm just hearing that source will move heaven and earth for you. I mean, I know it's the phrase, and I know it can be triggering, but it's actually, what they're showing me is it's actually really kind of on point, because heaven and earth are what you create, and you can live heaven on earth, right? Your earth can be your heaven. You don't have to die to experience heaven. This is what people working up to. Heaven is new earth. Heaven is you living in new earth with awakened beings, with community. And this is why I'm feeling so much of a community energy with this card, as you allow yourself to truly play and create, remembering that you are always co-creating with source. Right now you are co-creating with source. In every now you are co-creating with source. The level of your co-creation awareness and is up to you. It's like when you go into stillness, there are a million trillion doors in a million different dimensions that you can focus on or open up to. Or you can choose to focus on everything that you know, thinking about what you're going to do for dinner, or worrying about, I don't know, the work day the next day, or Christmas at the end of the year. I don't know why that came through, but there are things that you can choose to focus on, or you can choose to trust that when you need to focus on those things, or when those things need tending to, you will be quite literally called to tend to those things in the now, and you will feel inspired to, excited to, ignited to, expanded to. Everything that is for you feels good. If it is not for you, here's what it means. It means either two things. It is not for you now. It is not for the now you. It is for a future now you. Right? In which case, it's just not a vibrational match, or it's not for you because better is coming in, or better is right there coming in. So it's keeping space. Okay. And on that note, with space, with this 5 of Swords, I feel like that is really what is happening at this time. Space is being made. Things are being pulled apart. And this I'm hearing is not just in the mental space. This is, things are really shifting in your reality. Like the pieces of the chessboard are moving is kind of what I'm seeing in my mind's eye rapidly. And this is, I'm hearing and getting chills, all because of you choosing you. And I say this at 5, and because of the energy that 5/5 is, this is coming, because of the Lionsgate portal and this massive portal that you've experienced, this upgrade and everything that you've been doing at this time that has been amplified, that has been magnified. And this is all energetically now coming to meet you where you're at. It's like you have, what I'm seeing is like stepped into a new role of you. It's like you've stepped into the I am. You've stepped into the I am, or you are stepping into the I am more and more. You're not playing pretend anymore. You're here to play. You're here to experience and have fun. But you, I just feel this rising of confidence, this rising of confidence, this settling of anxiety, this settling of fear. Because I feel things shifting in 2 ways, but I feel like I feel a breath being taken in and a step being taken, but in this step there is calm, there is knowing, there is like excitement, but not the type of excitement that has one running, the type of excitement that somebody just knows that there is, how do I put this into words? There's no impatience, because this person, this figure, you, I'm feeling, know that whatever you're excited about will be perfect when you reach it. There is no need to rush to it. So instead of like rushing down the corridor, I see you just walking comfortably, maybe looking out the window. Strolling is maybe a good word to use here. I feel like that is a good word. Strolling. It's like you are strolling to your heaven. You're strolling to your abundance. You're letting it wait for you. You're letting it come to you. You're not running. You're not rushing. And with this 4 of wisdom, this 4 of cups, I really feel that at this time for you friends, it's like you've stepped into your zen. You've stepped into your I am. It's like you're in the 4th cup. The 4th cup might be messy. And you're like, okay, it's messy. That's fine. I'm going to follow what I feel called to do. I'm going to stay centered. I'm going to keep my nervous system calm. I'm going to follow what I need, what calls to me, what I know that I need in every now moment. Because your human does have needs, friends. And this is where you step into the point of like your human has needs. Maybe they're unique to you. It's absolutely fine. Because you're truly realizing that you are unique. Everything about you is unique. So you might do things differently. You might be different. I just feel like you are really embracing your uniqueness, whatever it is. And that is such a beautiful thing, because it is only through embracing your uniqueness. You are what makes unique unique. And it is only through embracing it and being it and embodying it and allowing everyone to see it that you can really bring in everything for everybody else as well as you. I mean, it comes in for you first, but everybody else gets to experience the ripple effect of you receiving, choosing to accept your abundance. I'm hearing not giving from a leaky cup or a leaky bucket, like giving from something sturdy. Okay, don't know why that came through, but there is, and now I'm just, what I'm hearing in my mind's eye, I don't know, depending on your age and the time of watching this 911, I'm just hearing the song from a cartoon I used to watch when I was little, which is the Strength of the Bear. I think it was He-Man or She, I actually don't even know, but I'm hearing that. And it's really relevant, because if I think back to what I remember about this cartoon, it was very much about tapping into the inner power of you. He happened to have an inner bear. So you're really tapping into the inner power of you, the I am, the magic of the now, the magic of you in the now, the magic of you in every now. And it's bringing magical miracles, not just to your doorstep. I'm hearing down your chimney. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a chimney. This isn't a literal message. It's more of a, like, these miracles you're going to experience in places and receive from places that you never really experienced or thought you would. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through for you, friends. But this big change, whatever is being two, this is coming through, whatever is being pulled apart in your life, allow it. Don't resist it. Resistance is coming from the ego. It's coming from the fact, oh, I'm gonna take this card in a moment to lift it up, but I've seen something. Temperance I'm gonna take because I'm told to, and the 5 of charisma. Okay, and so as I was shuffling, oh, this is beautiful, beautiful, friends. As I was shuffling, I was called to this element over there. For me, it's almost like a clock, like a timer. I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a timer ticking off. Once again, a reminder that you control the timing of this, of your abundance coming in. Right? The longer you try to control, try to fix, try to stay in the known, the longer you resist things. This is what's coming through, and it's things that you know that are for you or that may be for you, but it's unknown. It might be a little scary, and maybe there is some wobbly sort of, I want to say, antagonistic or fighting or energy in this 5 of intelligence, in this 5 of swords, because I do feel that in some shape or form it's not 2 hands. It is 2 hands pulling, but I don't feel like it's the same hands. I feel like it's somebody here and somebody there, and they're pulling. So whatever is occurring, I feel that because of what I'm seeing and feeling, it's also being brought on by energies in your reality, other beings that are teaching you lessons, your teachers. And I'm just hearing that, I'm hearing for some of you gotta go, or it's gotta go, or something's gotta go. But this is, take it how it resonates, friends. I'm just also hearing that whatever this represents for you, whatever is shifting, whatever is moving, whatever is being pulled apart, whatever, it's not actually being pulled apart, being friends. they want me to correct this, is not being pulled apart. You can allow yourself to feel that it is being pulled apart. It is just being unraveled, dismantled. It's like, thank you. It's like Lego block. It's like you built a house and now you really want to break it apart, but a part of you is preventing it. Like, I don't know, this is the imagery, and there's nothing serious about it. This is kind of the emphasis with the Lego blocks, is you're just taking it apart and putting it in the box, or taking it apart to rearrange it, and you can put it back in that exact same order should you choose to. So there's really nothing to fear by simply allowing this dismantling to occur, as they want to bring through, and they're bringing it through again for you. Is any resistance that you experience, or any resistance that you allow yourself to embody with whatever is occurring, will make whatever is occurring either like less favorable, less enjoyable, less, because it can, I'm hearing, be not enjoyable, but it can be not unpleasant. You can just allow the pieces to fall. For whoever that is, you can just allow the pieces to fall. Okay, so the clarifiers on this 5 of Swords. We have the Lovers. You are meeting you where you're at. No shame, blame, or guilt, and you're running. I'm hearing like, but not running, like ready to run, ready to embark, ready to run if called to, right? That's more and more what I'm feeling. You're ready to run if called to. But otherwise, you're just going to saunter. You're going to stroll. You're going to smell a few daisies along the way while experiencing yourself for the first time. Like experiencing the true you. Experiencing being the true you. This is what I'm seeing. This is all translation of what they're giving me at this time. And they're giving me a lot today. And it's really fun. Thank you, friends. Yeah, it's you experiencing being like the quirky you, the true you, for the first time, freely. I feel like for many of you, you have maybe been your authentic self, but even while being your authentic self, you've still felt some residual uncomfortability. I had this conversation with my stepmother today about how, like, little ones dealing with a tantrum at home. It's lovely because you get to be yourself, but if you deal with it outside, sometimes there is an uncomfortable feeling because other people are watching and you feel vulnerable. And this is not a paradigm I play in anymore, but it was a paradigm I played in. And it's not fun playing in that paradigm. It's not fun. And it's not fun because it's not for you. You're not meant to play in that paradigm. You're meant to go out there and do whatever you feel called to do, be whatever expression of you feel called to be, and whatever flavor of you, there is no locking in here, friends. This is fluid. And this is really where, like, you stop caring what other people think. This is what I'm feeling with this temperance. You bring things into balance here by not caring what other people think. You bring things into balance by, I'm hearing for some of you, and this message has come through with this deck before, and it just amuses me because it's I find it a beautiful way of saying, like, stop keeping your magic to yourself. Like, you're a dragon, you have lots of gold, but you came here to share your gold. You can't, and your gold is your magic, your creations with source, your divine inspirations. You came here to share it with the world, to bring it in for the world, not to sit fearfully worrying what the world is going to think about it when you share it with them. Autonomy is coming through, sovereignty is coming through, and it's I'm just hearing, like, beyond beating to your own drum, what I'm seeing is like a new type of drum, a new type of instrument. Like, and I'm hearing full throttle. Like, you don't just go into what you do in a little way. Like, You didn't come here to be small. Your quirk is what they're showing me. You know, at fun fairs, I've never been to one like this. I think it's more overseas. In South Africa, where I'm from, we don't have ones like this. But you have that strength thing where you go and you have that huge hammer and you hit, and it measures how strong you are. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm losing this thread. Just give me a moment. I'm not sure why, but if it's gone, I'm just gonna allow it to be gone unless it comes back. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I see it exploding. Okay, I see it exploding when you are in your quirkiness. Like, that is a quirky thermometer, right? And when you are really in your quirkiness and you're being you, fully you, you can't be measured. You can't be measured. You are that special, that different, that wonderful. Not to say that you're not wonderful now, but when you are in your authenticity, it's like you are the definition of wonderful. You are the definition of free. You are the definition of everything that you came here to be, that feels good for you. And you are beyond definition. It is beyond definition. So friends, I'm gonna pull from the Elemental Alchemist on this Temperance card, because it really is about the balance that you need to bring in for you at this time, or when it's need to. It's what is in energetically, what is in your highest good to do at this time, what you would benefit the most from doing, but you don't need to do anything. Only do whatever you feel called to do. This is guidance. You still get to choose. You always get to choose. Nobody can make you do anything. And when somebody tells you to do something, check in with yourself first, right? You choose. And in the same way, you choose whether you care what other people think or say. You choose whether you are received well or not. You choose whether you care, whether you're received at all. Okay, this is really where you get to put things that have haunted you, and they're giving me haunted, and I mean, it also kind of feels a little bit from this card like it's haunting, right? These faces. So I'm getting haunting because it's something old, it's something that has no longer been with you. It's something that you learned when you were too young to know better. This old, and it's haunting you because it's something that really is up for alchemy. So let's see. I'm also going to read from the book. Okay, no, not that one. I don't know what it was, but I just got told no. Very, very hard no. Super 3333. Superficial. Okay, I'm going to read from the book. Okay, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to find it. There we go. You are acting like someone you are not, putting up appearances and hoping to make it through. There is a difference between the mask and the face beneath it. And balancing both is becoming exhausting. The mask is who you present yourself as to the world, and the face is your real self. Your shadow self is part of your real self, and not embracing it as part of you will stop you from reaching your full potential. Your whole self just wants to be loved. Spirit asks, what are you hiding from the world that doesn't want to be ignored, but processed and accepted? Why don't you think your whole self has a place in this world? By owning your truth and who you are, you can grow into what you want to be. Shed the idea or aim for perfection. Every day is a new opportunity to make a new choice, a choice for you to become the better you. We become who we are by what we have been exposed to and how we choose to transform and evolve. Life is about becoming your best self, not a perfect self, despite what you have endured. Questions: are you aware of what's triggering you? Think about what you have heard about perfection. Does this idea in any way resonate or serve you? Do you remember to be gentle towards yourself? Take action. Confront your shadow self. Begin a shadow work journal. Interesting. With the shadow work journal, I want to say begin an alchemy journal. Begin an alchemy journal, which will end with your shadow work, but your shadow work is not where you linger. It's where you alchemize. You are beyond staying in the fixing paradigm. And if this message has found you, this is confirmation of that. I'm also being called to really, with this, think about what you've heard about perfection. I'm going to share something that really liberated me. My little one is 1.5, just over. And one of the things that truly assisted me in the beginning when I first became a mom was there are no ways to be a perfect mother, but there are a million ways to be a good one. Your aim here is to be your best self, not your perfect self, as they say in the book, to be your best self and to be your authentic self, your best authentic self, because authenticity, friends, I'm being reminded to tell you and remind you of this, authenticity is your only currency, and frequency and authenticity are your only currency, the only thing that can truly reflect you and can truly bring in that which is for you. When you are not being your authentic self, you are wearing a mask, you're pretending you're still in a role, meaning it's like you have two roles, right? And you're reserved from it. It's like your inauthentic self is playing a role and knows enough spirituality to be divinely, and you are always divinely compensated, but to bring in that which is for you, right? You are always receiving, but at a level where there's so much more there, but the way that you're playing in this paradigm where there's still a little bit of control. I don't know how this is coming through. It feels very messy for my human. I hope it makes sense to you. With this form of control, it's kind of, I'm hearing it's like backseat driving. It's like you can only access so much of your truth that way. When you are being not your authentic self, you will only bring in the frequency that your half authentic self is vibrating at, which will be some of it good, because even in your half authenticity, you're a high vibrational being. Okay. And what I'm hearing is that, and seeing is that when you kind of have to play there, because if there's anything that you like there, you kind of have to play in that frequency or drop yourself to that frequency. There will always be effort required. When you are authentic, and you are always authentic, there is no effort required. You just get to be and play and allow and experience and alchemize, right? Anything that is unfavorable, anything that is not for you is up for alchemy. And that is where the magic is. And that is where you truly, truly anchor the light and raise your vibration and bring in even more magic. Because magic is knocking at your door, friends. Knocking. Magic is really, really knocking at your door. Okay. Thank you. If this has resonated with you, I just want to say thank you. Because playing in your frequency, if you've made it all the way here to the end, is always such a beautiful experience for me. And I am so grateful for it. And on a more, I want to say, deeper level, because I know that only those that are meant to be here make it here. And I do know some of you that do follow these videos, and I thank you for that. On weekends, today is strangely enough different, but on weekends as well, when I'm recording, it's really when my little one is napping and I have no one. During the week, I sometimes have a little bit of help, So it makes it a bit easier to do this. So I tend to talk a little bit softer so as not to wake her. My current space, which is not quite my current space, does not sound travels a lot. Okay, so beautiful divine ones, thank you so much. And thank you for anchoring the light, and thank you for choosing to be your authentic selves, because as I said, choosing, I got such chills, because I just see like the ugly duckling beginning, beginning. I see the ugly duckling beginning to remember that it was always a swan. And now I'm being called to bring up, it was so funny yesterday, this is also why I haven't responded to comments. My weekend has been really busy. I've had friends come to visit to meet my little one that I haven't seen for a while. Another friend came for a movie night last night, which we didn't even realize it was Women's Day. Happy Women's Day for yesterday. This video is timeless, but if you're watching it at the time of recording, yesterday was the 9th of August, so it was Women's Day. And we watched the Barbie movie. I had no idea what it was going to be about. And it was kind of funny because there were so many things that were very synchronistic for Women's Day. But also I did not realize that it was actually a bit of a awake movie. I thought it was just going to be giggle, giggle. And it was giggle, giggle. It was definitely a fun movie with some really deep, deep messages in there. Well, for me, maybe for you. I felt called to share that. So maybe for some of you, there is something in it for you. Thank you, beautiful divine ones. Have a beautiful magical now. Bye-bye.